Lovestone, Reiki Master, intuitive Oracle card reader, and I guide people through mindful meditations, and I'm a Reiki drummer, and drumming is very much like singing bowls. However, the beat gets right into your soul. I'm telling you, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to get drummed by a Reiki master. Okay, so what I'm doing today is, I'm sorry, I'm kind of a mess, but it was so humid and I just, bleh, right? So, well, okay. So I just got my card from this deck. I thought I would just do one card from each deck. And this is a card reading. Today is Friday. So this is a card reading for our weekend. Some advice, some a nudge, some guidance for the weekend. I'm only going to do one of the inner child cards because there's always journaling to do, and I just don't like making myself or anybody else do all that homework. So just one card from this deck and then one card from this deck, which I've already got. I was told to grab the card off the bottom, so that's what I did. Let me shuffle through this deck and grab the card that's meant for us. Wow, okay, come on. I'm not reading the whole deck. I just want one card. Come on, spirit guides, one card. Okay, it's this card. All right, so we got our two cards. I forgot my singing bowls and my clinging bells. So I'm going to, hi Moon Sprout, good evening. So I'm just gonna bless my space with my drum. You know what? Why don't you stay? What's your name, Dylan? Why don't you stay? Because I'm not doing tarot cards. I'm doing oracle cards, okay? Why don't you hang out and see what you can learn? Hang out for 5 minutes. Why not? All right, so this is from the Healing Spirits deck, okay? And it says, it isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. So it's not important to be right. It's important to do the right thing. And right now, Dylan wants to be right rather than doing the right thing. If he doesn't want to hear this, he should just go away. Okay, so now I apologize to everyone, but now I have to do the things, right? All the wonderful things that we get to do. Okay. Bye-bye, Dylan. Nobody needs negativity. If you can't agree with somebody, you don't have to be an asshole and harass them. Jesus would never want us to do that. right? That wasn't what he wanted from us. He wanted us to love one another. And Dylan was not giving out love. He was giving out hatred and judgment. So he is not the judge. Okay, cheers. I'm drinking chamomile tea with Manuka honey from New Zealand. Wonderful, yummy. So I got this glass because I couldn't find a mug big enough. So I just grabbed this because I wanted a big cup of tea for whatever reasons. Okay, so let's do this. Hello, everybody who just showed up. I am Lisa Lovestone. I'm a Reiki master, and I do, divinely guided oracle card readings, and it's an intuitive reading. So this card says, it's not about being right. It's about doing the right thing. And I think that a lot of us, it resonates with us. Like, yes, that is truth. I accept that as truth. We don't need to be right. That's a narcissistic behavior, to need to be right. And we don't want to be toxic, narcissistic a-holes. We want to be good people who practice kindness and want the world to be kind. So here we go. We don't need to be right. We just need to do the right thing. And sometimes we don't know what the right thing is. Maybe because we didn't have parents who did the right thing, so we don't know what doing the right thing looks like. So you can call upon your Heavenly Father, you can call upon your spirit guides, you can call upon your guardian angel, you can call upon your higher self, you can call upon Jesus Christ and say, hey, I don't really know what doing the right thing looks like, but I want to understand and I want to do that. And you will get what you ask for. It will come. You will learn. People will be placed in your life who do the right thing, and you'll see what that looks like. If you're a teenager or a young adult or whatever, the universe is going to bring a friend to you that will show you what it looks like to do the right thing. Okay? So this is a really cool card, and I am a cloud buster. Back in the day, like in the 80s, we called it cloud busting. I don't know what it's called these days, but it would be when you would lay in the grass or lay down on your trampoline, because that was sometimes more comfortable, and look at the sky and watch the clouds go by, and you would see shapes, and you'd have, like, for me, I had my son next to me on the trampoline. We'd look at the sky, the big blue sky in Wyoming, and we would say, there's a horse, there's a dog, that looks like a house, oh, that looks like an angel, whatever. And we would do that. Well, this is kind of like cloud busting, this card, and I'm seeing some things in it. And I'm wondering what you see in this card. Drop a comment and let me know what you see. Also, drop a comment if you would like to, and tell me about how your journey is going, and how does this card resonate with you about doing the right thing rather than needing to be right? How do you feel about that? What do you think about it? I'd love to know. Please drop some comments for me, and I would definitely reply to you. Okay, so This is for our weekend. This is guidance for the weekend. So probably something is going to come up Saturday or Sunday, or maybe even tonight if you're on the West Coast, because it's still early on the West Coast. Oh, sorry, something popped up and I thought it was one of you guys. So yeah. Okay, let's grab this other card. I love these cards. They're so pretty. These are the inner child cards. Inner child. A time to remember. Look back on your childhood. You know what? I've been looking back on my childhood for the last couple of days. These memories have been coming up. Because one of the other cards were like, let's journal this. Let's think about our childhood. Let's journal it and let's get those painful memories, those painful situations that you were in, let's get them healed. The best way to heal it is to journal about that painful, traumatic, or just painful situation, and journal about it. When you're done writing, then read it to yourself, either out loud or not out loud, and just read it. See what you wrote. Because reading about it and then writing about it and then reading is part of the healing process. Any psychotherapist, any licensed psychotherapist will tell you that journaling is very healing. So, you know, I'm not making that up by any means. I've been journaling for years. I had a lot of shit to journal about, good and bad. When I was pregnant, I journaled about my pregnancy journey. When my son was little, I would journal about all his cuteness. And yeah, and now as an older woman, not old, but older, I journal a lot about the things that traumatized me, and things that are healing, and just about my day or what was special. Or I always have my pages. I have 3 journals. I have a journal for gratitude, and I write down every day, what am I grateful for? Or I go stand out in the grass barefoot and I say, I'm grateful for the blue sky. I'm grateful for those pretty puffy clouds. I am grateful for the rain we had today. I am grateful that I got in my car this morning and it started and it got me where I needed to go and it got me back home. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I have a really comfortable bed to sleep in. Not everybody does. I am really grateful for that. I'm grateful I have glasses so that I can see better. I have the bifocals, because once I became a type 2 diabetic, I started having to wear glasses when I had perfect vision before. So, but I have 20/20 vision with my glasses on, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so look back on your childhood. I can share something with you that's kind of fun. So what was really popular in the early 70s, okay, like 71, 72, even 1969, roller skating. All the kids we weren't sitting inside, okay? My generation, and I grew up my younger years in Tempe, Arizona. And so I lived on West 15th Street in Tempe, if anybody knows where that is, okay? And those were like the starter homes for people starting a family. Or the lady across the street was an elderly woman and she had raised her family in that house. Her husband had passed away and she lived out her last final years in that house. So that house had been sitting there many, many years. Anyway, roller skating, that is a memory that I would be happy to share. And we had we had a key. So there's a song, you may have heard it. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. And let's see, what does it say? You got a brand new key. So our roller skates had keys. So when you grew, you didn't have to go buy a brand new pair of roller skates. You just put your key in there, loosened it up, and they went like this. They'd go longer. And then you'd put that key in there and tighten it up, and then you'd put them back on. Leave your shoes on, and you'd buckle them in with straps, right? And they were buckles. There was no Velcro yet in those days. Okay? And my doggy, little Georgia. So, yeah. And I would roller skate. I would fall down. I would hurt my knees. I have scars at age 61. I have scars from falling down when I was 6 years old. And we rode our bikes. And then what we would do is somebody would ride their bike, and you'd grab, my brother had a bike with a banana seat, and he'd ride his bike, and I'd hold the back of that banana seat. It had a little bar. And he'd pull me on my roller skates down the road. It's a little bumpy because it's that black tar pavement stuff. And I'd go down the road holding on, and he'd pedal, you know, and then we'd take turns. That's a memory I'm happy to share. That's a happy memory for me. Yeah, back 1969, 1970, 71, even 72, 73. Those were great memories. You know, I lived on a cul-de-sac, so we had very little traffic, right? A cul-de-sac, it's where it's like a half moon. It doesn't go through. And all of us kids would be playing in that cul-de-sac because it was a safe place for us. And we would be out there Saturday morning. Oh my goodness, we'd be out there playing. And then cartoons kind of started to capture us a little bit, but cartoons would be over like at 9 a.m. And so we were outside at 9 a.m. getting sunburned and whatever. Yeah, I don't think we had zinc or skin protection yet. I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah. So look back on your childhood. Do you have a memory that you want to look back on? Because when you have these memories, you write down the painful ones and you get them healed. And then you talk about with joy your happy memories. That's the healing process. Okay, so that's all I've got for us. So over the weekend, remember some wonderful childhood memories. I know there's some people out there who probably don't even have one good childhood memory because they might have been kidnapped and used for, you know, sex trafficking, or just had really abusive parents and had no good life at all. And but most people have at least a few good memories. And so just think about your childhood and a memory, and just remember, okay, you don't have to be right. Don't argue with people about how right you are, even if you are right. Doesn't matter. Just do the right thing. Back away, let it go. Right? Okay, so I would like for you to be blessed. May you be blessed. May you feel loved, and may your guardian angel watch over you and keep you safe. And may you just have a very blessed weekend. This is Lisa Lovestone. All my love to you. I'm sorry, I got interrupted. Lisa Lovestone out.